Well, it's pretty calm here, low-key scene on the beach at Johns Hopkins. And 11 News has learned that late Monday night, student protest leaders hammered out an agreement with the university president himself. The agreement, the school would ensure the safety of peaceful protests every day from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And the students promised there would be no tents and no overnight camping. The pact was announced, officials say. Most of the students left late Monday night, but a few stragglers remained and started putting tents up before dawn on Tuesday.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
There was a high noon prayer, a smattering of speakers on an open mic who were difficult to hear. In fact, the loudest protest on the beach on Wednesday was a visual one, now in its second day, the so-called Solidarity encampment in the Liberation Zone, drawing the ire of some passing by.
I think this is an outrage, personally. These people are Nazis. They hate Jews, and they're politicking for the destruction of a state of Israel.
By Wednesday afternoon, the encampment had taken over nearly half of the green space between the Hopkins Library and North Charles Street. The group Hopkins Justice Collective is behind this protest, according to its posts on Instagram, and it vows to stay put until demands are met. Participants told to hide their faces and identities and not talk to the press. We found exactly one participant who was happy to do otherwise.
This thing is so vicious and wicked, I don't understand how any human being could not be moved to stand against what's happening.
Since you're one of the few people who has shown your face and said your name?
I've been organizing since I was 17, I'm 67.
So is it worth it?
Well, first of all, I want to answer your first question.
Sure.
I don't care.
He told us he's not a student and has no affiliation with Hopkins. He was the only person connected to the protest who would talk with us on camera and on the record. Today, Mayor Brandon Scott was asked what his plan is if the university requests help from the Baltimore Police Department.
We have communicated that the city of Baltimore stands with everyone's First Amendment right to protest, and barring escalation. We know that BPD is always ready to move when necessary, but that will only be done in the proper time.
We want to point out that the folks in the neon yellow vests, they're de-escalators. They're here once again. They're with the protest group, and we have been observing them do their jobs quite well, quite successfully, including stopping a pair of protesters who were trying to block somebody from taking pictures with a big sheet. The de-escalator noticed, came over, quickly told the protest group, the pair of protesters, to quit it, put the sheet away, and then apologized to the person with the camera. The university is standing by its agreement and has warned protesters if they remain here after 8 o'clock or anybody who's in a tent faces disciplinary action and possible criminal law enforcement action as well. Reporting live tonight, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.